Hello, I'm your superhero critic. When it comes to the Batman universe, we almost didn't get the best sequel within the franchise. After the success of Batman from Tim Burton, we almost did not get a sequel due to the fact that both Michael Keaton and Tim Burton were focusing on Beetlejuice at the time. So, not only could Batman Returns been a completely different movie, but at the same time could have never happened. Which I'm glad it did. So, join me as we review the best Batman sequel of them all. The movie begins with a baby being born and the parents of said child being distraught and disturbed at the sight of their own child. After the baby eats the family cat, they take the child and throw its carriage over a bridge. The baby becomes Moses as it comes down the stream. And the world's worst parents award goes to those guys. I'm calling CPS. After the credits, we go to the city of Gotham during Christmas time and the lighting of the Gotham Town Square Christmas tree. With the newsie promoting an alleged penguin man living in the Gotham City Zoo, we jump to the man named Max, played by Christopher Walken. He is speaking with his company's board members about the next step in where their new power plant should go. Selina Kyle interrupts, only to be interrupted herself as the men leave the room to join the city party. He begins to make his speech, but Selina realizes something important.
Oh, darn.
I do believe you forgot your speech, good Mr. Walken. As Max makes his speech, a giant present rolls onto the street and clowns and circus folks start attacking the city. They make it clear they are after Max and the city goes into chaos. The Batman appears and starts taking goons out one by one. Batman never misses. As Selina picks up her belongings, she notices a small little detail on the clown's taser that the company she works for, Omega, has its name imprinted on it. You know, I have this small feeling that her discovery is going to lead to her death. We then jump to Max, who wakes up in a room surrounded by clowns and penguins. We finally meet the villain of the movie, the Penguin. The two of them talk about Penguin wanting to come to the surface world and finding out who he is. He blackmails Max into doing what he wants by threatening to expose all of his secrets. We then jump to Selina, who had to rush back to work after forgetting about a meeting with Bruce Wayne. Max walks in and finds out she hacked into information she shouldn't have. And after a few words, Max has the last laugh.
You know, for a second there, you really frightened me.
I knew it! But Selina is luckier than she thought, as cats start coming out of nowhere. As they lick her wounds, she wakes up and makes her way home. She then begins to have a temper tantrum that should put her in a psych ward, which ends up with her making her Catwoman costume. While I dig the new Selina, Those poor stuffed animals! During another speech, one of the Penguin's circus freaks kidnaps the mayor's child and sets it up for the Penguin to do a fake saving of the baby to announce his presence to the world. Bruce Wayne, of course, thinks that there's more to the Penguin than he's willing to show the public, and he goes to patrol. We then jump to the Penguin at a graveyard grieving that his parents are actually dead. Catwoman then makes her first save of her semi-heroic career. During Max's meeting with Bruce, Selina makes her non-death known to Max. Max then goes to Penguin's and shows him a different plan of the Penguin running for mayor. After meeting the consultants that basically insult him for his looks, he makes his own little joke.
Oh, could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood. Your nose could be... What do you mean by that?
BatMan, no! The city once again goes into chaos as the Bat takes down more circus goons as Catwoman breaks into her old job and starts trashing the place.
Yeah, go ahead and hit me.
You asked for it. The Bat comes face to face with Penguin finally, and they have a heart-to-heart about how the Bat knows Penguin is up to something. They are quickly joined by Catwoman. The Bat and the Cat go head-to-head on the rooftops. The fight goes pretty quickly, with Catwoman getting away by seducing Batman, just like most women, and stabbing him in the side with her claw, only for her to land in the most ironic places.
Saved by kitty litter.
After announcing to the city his run for mayor, the Penguin goes upstairs to see Catwoman waiting for him with a proposal that the two should work together by turning Batman into a criminal. Selina and Bruce run into each other on the street, and Bruce invites her to dinner. The Penguin walks in on the tree lighter and hits her with a stolen batarang.
What is that thing? A camera or something?
Say cheese.
Cheese.
I don't think that's a camera. While the date goes on and the heat starts to get heated, the two start trying to get away from each other so they can change into their costumes and join the ceremony. At the ceremony, the clowns start taking apart the Batmobile, and the Bat and the Cat start fighting again while spouting out corny pun after corny pun. On the roof, the Penguin scares the princess to the point she falls off, but all the crowd saw was that the Batman pushed her. The officers ignore Gordon and open fire on the Bat, causing him to topple over. The Cat and the Bat have another seduction talk, and during a celebration, the Penguin and Catwoman get pissed off at each other because the plan did not go the way they had discussed it. Penguin turns on Catwoman. What is it with superhero movies destroying glass ceilings? That is 5 films now that have had a character fall through the ceiling. Enough with it already! As Batman gets into the Batmobile, the Penguin takes control of the Batmobile and takes the Bat on a ride around the city. The Batman finds the override device just in time. If he had actually hit that woman, he would have probably gotten at least 1,000 points and probably 1 or 2 stars. During the Penguin's conference, Bruce takes the airways over by playing the recorded audio from the Batmobile takeover. It sends Gotham into a rage. Through his rage, we learn that the Penguin's real plan was to drown and kill all the firstborn sons of Gotham, and one of his minions feels that it's a little bit much and he meets his death. At Max's ball, Bruce and Selina learn each other's deep dark secrets. As he tries to prevent her from shooting Max, the Penguin makes his presence known. The Penguin demands that Max's son Chip goes down to the sewers with him. Max says take him instead, and the Penguin gathers his Penguin army to take over the city. Of course, to the Penguin's dismay, the BatMan ends up foiling the plans of blowing up the city via signal jamming. I think Peter's happy that these penguins didn't blow up. Just say. The chase is on as hero and villain chase each other through the sewers. Eventually it's taken to the zoo top as the BatMan lets the Penguin missiles blow up and the Penguin falls into the zoo area below. Max escapes, but not before Selina tries to drown him and demand his blood.
Sorry, Max. A die for a die.
You need his die? Okay, I have a D4, I have a D20, I have a D100. Is that enough? Bruce tries to convince Selina to not go down the path that she's going down, and even reveals his face to her. Selina ignores it all, and Max ends up taking all but 2 of Selina's remaining lives. She then sacrifices her 8th life to take Max out in a shocking manner. As Bruce examines the bodies, the Penguin stumbles and collapses in his death, and the Penguins give their father a much-needed farewell. The movie ends with Bruce seeing a shadowed figure and rushing down an alleyway where we get the assumption that Selina is still alive. And after a charming conversation between Bruce and Alfred, we get a glimpse of the bat signal and a familiar set of ears. So there you have it. One of the best Batman movies out there. But I only got 1 week left of BatMan. So what could I do? I could do Sub-Zero, Under the Red Hood, I could do Year One, I could do... No! I am not going to do that movie. There is nothing that'll give me... First off, you leave my son out of this. I'm not doing that movie. Second off, stop requesting that damn movie. I am not going to do Batman and Robin. You, sir, need help. No. I'm not going to do Batman and Robin. Enough! I am not going to do Batman and Robin. There is nothing on this planet and nothing anybody could say that will make me do Batman and Robin. Fine! I will fucking do Batman and Robin! But do not expect me to enjoy it. I'm your superhero critic. I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome. Motherfuckers making me goddamn do goddamn fucking Batman and Robin. I fucking hate all of you.